1-4 says, "But know this, difficult times will come in the last days, for people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, boastful, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, unloving, irreconcilable, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, without love for what is good, traitors, reckless, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, holding to the form of godliness but denying its power." We are in the last days. I do not know exactly how long that will be because we don't know for sure when Jesus is going to come back. But there is corruption, division, and just pure evil. People are lovers of self, money, and power, as we have learned even this week how there is government corruption, with a couple of our speakers giving very clear examples of government corruption. Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who substitute darkness for light and light for darkness." So it seems really dim. It seems gloomy. And sometimes as Christians, we may feel like just giving up, not getting involved in politics, not worrying about what happens in the government. We may feel like it's a worthless cause. Is that the right response? No, of course not. Of course, we have to focus on sharing Jesus and the good news of Him as a priority in our lives. But after that, we need to be involved in politics and government. Politics matter because policy matters, because people matter. Politics do matter because they affect the policies that get made that affect the people every day. For example, there was a recent piece of legislation that got passed in Ohio that made those under 21 required to take driver's ed to get their license. So it really does affect us. In addition, Romans 13 says that the government was created by God to reward good and punish evil. Obviously, the government does not always do that. But as with almost everything else in life, nothing is perfect, and we must work within a broken, sinful, and flawed world to make things better. Just like we improve our churches, our families, our relationships, and even ourselves, we have to work to improve the government. One quick practical link to politics is through the issue of abortion. Psalm 139:13-14 says how God knit us together in our mother's wombs. The Bible also says to defend the voiceless and the vulnerable. This is just one issue of many, but again, it shows a biblical link to politics. At the end of the day, as we are in the last days, we must stay politically involved. Politics matter because policy matters, because people matter. Politics affect the policies that get made that affect everyday people. We must understand how politics connects to the Bible, and we must work through a broken and sinful world to make an eternal difference for biblical principles. Throughout this week at TeenPact, all of those ideas I have learned and grown in more and just really have been reinforced in my life. Thank you so much.